Hey guys, so we're here today to talk about makeup revolution slash rock and roll makeup slash I heart revolution slash I can't remember the rest of their names. Oh, sorry, Revolution Skincare, Revolution Hair Care. Could they stop making sub-brands? No. And if you think they were going to stop, you are wrong, because they recently just created a new sub-brand, Rock and Roll Beauty, which seems to just exist to do collabs with old bands. And listen, I'm a rock and roll girl at heart, so like no disrespect to saying old bands, but I saw some of their upcoming collabs and was like, these are old bands. And they've caused some controversy. So I wanted to talk about what's been going on, why people tend to either love or hate Makeup Revolution, and what the current issue at hand is. So before we get into this video, subscribe to my channel. I upload twice a week and it's fun here. We do commentary, we do curvy girl style, we do hair sometimes, and my cat Tallulah likes to scream in my videos. If anything, subscribe for Tallulah. Who's cuter than this cat? There is none. And she lets me rub her belly. Get out of my hair. Are you gonna be in the video? Look up here. Let the people see your face. Okay, good talk. So Makeup Revolution has come under fire in the past, mostly for being a dupe brand. They've been a dupe brand since they started, and I know there's been some controversy about this. I think Kat Von D called them out at one point. And I think other brands have called them out. Like I believe they duped Manny MUA's, like the shape of his compact for his Prism highlighters, and he called them out for it. And a lot of people have called them out for it. People have shat on them for copying larger brands or smaller brands. And like, I think I did a video about this because I did a video on Bad Habit Beauty, I think once, who is now owned by Morphe, but they're kind of in the same vein of doing dupe palettes. And I do own Revolution products. My thing is, I understand that it can suck to see someone else steal your creative ideas. But at the same time, I do believe that people at a lower price point deserve options and deserve to have the same options. Like they've duped like Anastasia palettes and Urban Decay palettes. And like, first of all, I find it hard to feel bad for brands that are multi-million, if not billion-dollar brands run by huge corporations like L'Oreal. Like, it's just hard to feel bad for that. I mean, recently Anastasia has come under fire for their remarks about Putin. So if you missed that, I did a video on that. I will link it down below or in the eye so you guys can check that out. And I think that having brands like this is a good alternative. Like let's say I like an Anastasia palette, but I don't want to support Anastasia, but Revolution has a dupe of it and I like the color story. Like, I don't think it's hurting anyone to do knockoffs and dupes. I also think it provides a good alternative, whether you don't have the money or want to spend the money on high-end products, because makeup is fucking expensive. And also, like, some brands aren't cruelty-free and Makeup Revolution is. Some brands have shitty owners. Makeup Revolution does, spoiler alert, but at the time they didn't. So I think it's okay to give option. I do think there's an argument to be had when you talk about ripping off smaller brands, like Lunar Beauty. I mean, although like, I know that like when you look at monetarily, like Lunar Beauty is a smaller brand, but Manny MUA is such a huge influencer that I don't think he's like not doing sales. But like they also like released candles right after Jackie Aina came out with her candles. So like, of course there's arguments to be made about stealing from smaller brands, black women in the business, etc. But I think when it comes to duping larger brands, like I don't care, to be honest. I'm so sorry. It's good to have options out there. Like Bad Habit Beauty, I bought their dupe of the Lime Crime Venus palette because I don't want to support Lime Crime, because I don't want to support Doe Deer. This was back when she was still involved. So like, I think having options isn't bad, and competition in the marketplace is of course not bad. Obviously you're not gonna get the same quality level with a brand like Makeup Revolution as you would with Anastasia, but you're also not supporting someone who supports Putin. So So like I see why people have a problem with that, but like personally that's not my biggest thing. Again, if it was smaller creators, I can understand that, but like for larger brands, it's whatever. They've also come under fire for just like pure inconsistency. Like I bought a couple of their palettes. I'm pretty sure I've decluttered them. I don't think I have them anymore because like the quality just isn't there. And like there are so many brands that are low price point, like even ColourPop, that like the quality is always there. There's indie brands and smaller brands that have lower price points and the quality is fantastic. With Makeup Revolution, it just like, it really does just feel like they're just slapping things together and pumping them out. And that leads into my next problem with them is they're over, like they feel like they're contributing to overconsumption. I've heard them referred to as like the fast fashion of makeup. In the same vein as ColourPop, like there's just so much makeup. They have so many brands and they're pumping out all of these products and it's like, could you chill for 5 fucking seconds? I can't keep up. It just feels like they're putting out makeup to put out makeup. Like one of the things that people like about larger brands, like the reason Anastasia was so beloved and coveted back in the day was because they only released a couple eyeshadow palettes at a time, like a year previously to the Norvina shit. And like there, you could tell that like the color stories were beautiful. There was thought put into them. And there's just no thought put into Makeup Revolution makeup. I mean, if you buy it, I don't care. But it's just like another kind of thing people have critiqued them for. Like I have some makeup by them like I like. I think I have their like Revolution like hydrating foundation, which I thought was good. I have like a unicorn highlighter they did, which was beautiful. Like, so it's very hit or miss, but it also is just like a lot. And they have like 600 sub brands, which can be fucking confusing. And that's kind of what one of the things that happened with this new brand. So they have a new brand called Rock and Roll Makeup. Fuck, what's it called? Rock and Roll Beauty. So they have a collection now with Jimi Hendrix, and when it was posted on makeup channels or like makeup Instagrams, like Trend Mood posted it, and it said like new brand alert, Rock and Roll Beauty, and it posted the Jimi Hendrix thing, and people were in the comments like, this reminds me of Makeup Revolution. And if you go to their website, it literally says Rock and Roll Beauty X Revolution, which is just proof that they are Makeup Revolution. And it just kind of feels like misleading and sketchy to like not admit that this is your own brand. So like I felt like that was kind of misleading. And also like if you just look at the collection, like please look at it. Listen, like I said, I'm a rock and roll girl at heart. Woodstock, iconic. Jimi Hendrix, a fucking icon. I love like old rock and roll, classic rock. Like when I was in high school, I went through like a phase of like Led Zeppelin and Jimmy and Janis and all the icons. So like a collection like this would speak to my heart if it wasn't like so fucking lazy. This guitar palette, hideous. First of all, not to be that bitch, but that's an acoustic guitar outline, and Jimi Hendrix was very well known for his electric guitar, so like the fact that you couldn't even like look at a picture of Jimi Hendrix's guitar and like make the outline match. Like it's the part at the top, my husband's not home, or I would ask what it was called, he plays bass. But like the part at the top is not in the right spot, it should be off to the side. And just like the color stories are horrid. Like how do you have a fucking purple haze palette and it's this? Like, what is wrong with you? It's just so lazy. Even like the names like Amped and Chill and Patchouli, like bruh, if your whole brand is going to be rock collabs, you can't be out here wasting all the basic bitch names at the beginning. Like it just feels like disrespectful to Jimi Hendrix and his legacy. First of all, he's fucking iconic. And like it's just lazy. Like there are so many things you could pull from Jimi Hendrix. Like you just took his picture, you slapped it on the front, you called it Purple Haze, and you were like, we're done. But like, it's just so, again, like lazy. Like you could have pulled from like, he had like this beautiful floral guitar strap he would wear. He had all these beautiful tie-dyes that he would wear. And like, yeah, some of it's pink and purple tie-dye, but like, give me something. It's just giving nothing. And like, as a rock and roll girly at heart, this hurts my soul and I fucking hate it. So like already like, I'm not into it. And then I saw this. So this was posted by Trendtopia. I will link her Instagram feed down below. The girlie is keeping me up on all the tea. So somebody commented on another makeup news page, I'm pretty sure it was Trend Mood, and said, and I quote, if this brand isn't black owned, I don't want it. Which like I think is a fair statement. Like people are like, you're making money off of the legacy and work of a black man, and I'm pretty sure 2 white dudes own Makeup Revolution, and like it would just be nice to see a black owned brand get a collaboration like this, which doesn't often happen. And somebody replied back and said, go move to Africa then, dude, seriously stop self-hating. Which, like, first of all, I don't know if you understand what self-hating is, but wanting to buy makeup from black owned brands is not it. And I don't think I need to explain why this fucking comment is atrocious. Like, telling someone to go back to Africa is about as fucking racist as you can get right before you join the KKK. And the issue here is that that comment was liked by 4 people. And one of those people was the CEO and owner of Makeup Revolution, Adam Minto, on his own personal account. Not even his personal account, his fucking CEO account. And like, this is obviously fucking disgusting and awful. Like, why would you ever like a comment like that? Literally, in what world would you think that's okay? Like, not even like, first of all, what world would you think it's okay in, like, being a human and seeing that comment and being like, yeah, that's great, let me double tap that shit. But also to be so fucking stupid that you do it on your corporate account? Like, are you the world's dumbest person alive? Listen, I'm glad that he was this stupid. I'm glad that he posted on his corporate account so that we can all see exactly what kind of person he is. And like, this kind of went viral on social media on Sunday and Monday. It's now Tuesday when I'm recording this because I wanted to wait and see if they would respond. I wanted to give them the benefit of the doubt. I don't like filming videos when like I don't know what's like, have all the facts yet, but I wanted to see if he would respond, and they have not responded yet. And I think this is fucking awful. It's disgusting. There is no excuse for it. I know some people will say, well, maybe he liked it by accident. But here's the thing. When you like a comment by accident, 90% of the time you just take the like back. Like, it's not hard to unlike a comment. That comment was there for time. Multiple people saw it and took screenshots of it. So like, it's not like he could have accidentally liked it. And if he did accidentally like it, why wouldn't he make a statement saying that? Like, he had time to respond and say, hey guys, I saw this, I must have accidentally liked the comment, I don't stand with that, it's absolutely disgusting. I understand why people would assume a Jimi Hendrix collab might be a black owned business because he is one of like the cornerstones of black history in rock and roll. But instead he said nothing, and here we are, left to wonder what the fuck. I think like the more I do this channel and do commentary, I realize that like everyone that's rich is trash. That's my takeaway. Like, brand owners are constantly letting me down, and I think it's awful, and I'm obviously not going to be supporting Makeup Revolution anymore. Again, you guys can say like keep politics out of this, but like I'm pretty sure racism doesn't fall under politics. It's just like human rights and like just like being a decent person. I don't want to support someone like that. If you do, live your fucking life. I didn't ask. But I want to put this information out here because I feel like when stuff like this happens that's like smaller drama, not a lot of people talk about it anymore. I feel like the drama community has, I also don't really want to call this drama, but you know what I mean. I feel like the drama community has become so much about influencers that we've forgotten that like corporations also deserve to be attacked and checked. And like, I don't care what like Gabby Hanna said on fucking like TikTok this week. What I care about is like, I don't want to be supporting or putting money into pockets of people that are fucking racist. Just simple as that. Hi, Editing Kayla here. I wanted to pop on because since I recorded this, an indie brand has come out called Melody Love Cosmetics. They're a black owned indie brand who put out a Prince collection in October of 2020. And it was the first guitar-shaped palette collection. I will put pictures on the screen here of her palette versus Makeup Revolution's palette. And she has basically come out and said that she believes that Makeup Revolution has kind of stolen her design. Like, I mean, they did a Prince collab and now they're with a guitar palette, and now they're doing a Jimi Hendrix collab with a guitar palette. Like, it does seem very derivative. And I mean, maybe if this was another brand, I'd give them benefit of the doubt, but Makeup Revolution has made their entire brand off of
being a copycat. So it's hard for me to believe that this is just a coincidence. It feels more malicious. And again, another instance of them stealing from another brand. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you like Jimi Hendrix, if you liked the purple vibes, if you liked the guitar palette, go buy the palette from Melody Love Cosmetics, because her palette is so much nicer. First of all, the layout is so much nicer. The color story is so much nicer. And if you want a purple haze palette, I think this palette, which gives me like Purple Rain vibes, is probably where it's at. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you think this was stolen? I know you can't really like trademark a palette concept, but it is a little suspicious that this brand put out a guitar palette and now Makeup Revolution is putting out a guitar palette, both like based on the collection of a black male artist. Seems sus to me.
I also think what's important to note here is that back when Black Lives Matter was popping off in 2020, Pull Up or Shut Up happened, where people were, I believe the owner of Uoma Beauty started it, who is a black-owned brand, and they did Pull Up or Shut Up, where they were asking brands to post their breakdown of like what percentage of their C-suite is black or people of color. So Makeup Revolution posted theirs, and they said that their head office is 73% white. I'm not surprised. 12% Asian, 9% mixed ethnicity, 3% black, 3% other, and 73% female. And they said, and I quote, "We do not employ enough black people. We know that black representation is the single most meaningful step towards change." And it's very fucking clear to me that that was a hollow, empty statement. I think a lot of brands just did the pull up or shut up thing because it was expected of them, but the issue is no one's checking in on it. There's no like follow up on like whether or not you actually made systemic change in your brand, and it's pretty clear to me that you didn't. It's pretty clear why only 3% of your fucking brand, not even just like employees, this is head office employees, are black. And I'm gonna guess that the C-suite is probably 100% white, or else they would have said C-suite, but this is head office. And you have to think that like customer service and stuff might fall into head office. But when it comes to C-suite, which is people who make executive decisions, your CEOs, your CFOs, your executives, those people are the people making the calls. And it's very clear to me that the owner is racist. And so there's a reason that only 3% of his employees are black. And I would put money on the fact that he hasn't increased diversity in his workplace at all. I feel personally, my personal opinion is they probably posted this statement and then moved on with their fucking lives and forgot about it, because cycles change, people forget about things. There was no follow-up, and now here we are with him liking comments, telling someone to go back to Africa for simply saying, "I hope this is a black-owned brand." Abhorrent. I hate it. Make it stop. I'm so over these fucking white beauty brand owners who are tone deaf and racist and don't care about fucking anything but profits. But it's very clear that like that's what Makeup Revolution is. They're not like trying to make sure that people who are lower income have access to makeup. They're just trying to make a buck. They're constantly pumping out products, and this is just kind of like the breaking point for me, and I think for many others, to like not want to support them going forward. I would love to know what you guys think in those comments down below. Had you heard about this? Are you as disgusted as me? Did you already stop supporting Makeup Revolution like I know a lot of people have, or is this kind of your breaking point? Thank you guys so much for watching. If you ever see stuff like this going on social media, please tag me in it. Let me know to make videos about it, because I sometimes will miss stuff. And I think that smaller stuff like this, that I don't think is personally small, but it doesn't end up being blown up like drama, is just as important to cover as brands not including shade ranges, as Gabby Hanna going off the rails. Like, this stuff still needs to be talked about, and I think that more people on social media need to cover it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I upload twice a week, and I will talk to you guys next time. Bye!